Hello and welcome to this very special In My Mug. I'm here today in Kenya and I'm joined by two wonderful guests and they're going to tell you exactly where we are. So tell me a little bit, where are we first?
We are at Chinga Coffee Factory, where the Chinga Coffee Factory is at the Othaya Farmers Cooperative Society, where we actually process coffee from the farm, direct from the farmers. We bring it here, we process it here, we dry it here before we take it to the dry mill.
So the way it works here in Kenya is you have a society that's in charge, like a cooperative, and then you have separate factories. How many factories does Othaya have in the...
Right now we have 19 coffee factories, which are all active.
19, trust me, is a lot. And how many members in total does this society have?
We have 15,600 members in all our factories.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And how many members do you have here at Chinga?
Yeah, we have 705.
705, and they're all active? They're all delivering cherry?
That is the active members.
Wow, that's fantastic. And whereabouts is Chinga Mill in Kenya? So it's in Nyeri district? What's the nearest town?
Chinga Mill is Nyeri County.
Yeah.
In Othaya, Nyeri South Sub-County, which is called Othaya Constituency.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the town is Othaya, I guess. It is the nearest town, isn't it, to here? The nearest town to Chinga is Othaya, the town?
Chinga is in Othaya.
Yeah, okay.
It's part of Othaya.
Okay.
We are in Othaya, we have 4 wards.
Yeah.
That is Chinga, Iriene, Karima, and Mahiga.
Okay.
And this factory is within Karima ward.
Fantastic. Yeah. And during the harvest time, how many people work here? How many people do you have?
Yeah, at the factory.
Yes, at this factory.
10, 15 workers.
And they're full-time, or are they just during the harvest?
Partial workers.
Actual workers that are full-time. And during the harvest, do you have temporary workers come and help, or do you keep it at that 15?
What we have is that we have some permanent workers.
Yes.
Like the manager, the clerk,
yes,
the security.
Yeah.
Those are permanent workers.
Okay.
About 7.
Yes. Oh, right, and then you have
in all
7.
the factories.
Right.
And now when you come to the peak season of harvesting coffee, that is when they increase now the casual laborers.
Okay.
And then after the peak season, then they have to go off and wait for the next season.
Right, fantastic. So, tell me a little bit about why is Chinga coffee or Othaya Society's coffee the best? Tell the people at home why they should drink your coffee over other Kenyan coffees.
I think the husbandry of our coffee, coffee is taken care of from the first stage. And also the inputs that we use. We use the natural manure into our coffee and also the entire husbandry.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes it good. And also the type of soil is purely for carnage, and that brings that aromatic taste.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I want to drink some coffee now. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and look at the map bit. Is it wrong to like the map bit so much? I really like the map bit. It's kind of like brings my geekism of coffee and maps into one beautiful, homogenous kind of scrunchy mess. And not for the first time in recent weeks, we are going south and we are going to Africa. Africa, of course, the birthplace of coffee, but also a super interesting, huge continent with lots of diversity. But we haven't been doing much diversity because we're going to Kenya again. This is for the 3rd time on the trot and probably, well, it is the last time for a little while we'll be going to Kenya, so enjoy it. So the men of Kenya are allowed to have more than one wife. Why would they want that? Like, I find one's really hard work. I'm sure 2 or 3 but like many, they would argue amongst themselves and there'd be noise, and I find it all very, very disturbing. But we're going to start talking about coffee and not wives. Still, more than one wife. Why? Down to Karigu is on the right that we did last week. And this week we're doing Chinga, which is to our left. And really, I just wanted you to get an idea of they're not super far apart. Highest point is Mount Kenya, which is just to the right of the picture, which is 5,199 metres, and the Indian Ocean being the lowest point, which is to the right of the picture there that you can see on the topography chart. Beautiful mountain ranges running to the left of Kenya, and that's where all of the great coffee is grown, just like this one. So Kenya Othaya. Othaya is the name of the mill, and the mill is where the cherries are processed. And then Chinga is the name of the factory. They have 19 factories, and this is one of them. And you can see there all of the drying tables, all of the processing part. You can see the trees. Here we've got, you see the yellow bits that are on the Google Earth? That's the yellow tarpaulin that was covering the cherries because the midday sun was too hot. And it's great that the Google Earth has got that level of detail on there. When we visit these places and I get to take a photo with my iPhone, I get amazing EXIF data, which means I can get these amazing coordinates and just means I can get that little bit more detail. And I think that the last few weeks, the map bit has been the best bit. So that was the map bit. Okay, back from Kenya into the tasting room. So we should... the first thing is you smell this coffee. You really can smell it. My favourite descriptor of last year was this one. Pontefract cakes. And you know, Pontefract cakes are like a chewy sweet. If you don't want one, search it on Google. Pontefract sweets. But also boot polish. But in a really, really good way. I don't know if boot polish can be in a good way, but with this it really, really is. And in the espresso it is so dominant. It's going to win in here. Loads of coffee flavour coming through, very powerful, very in your face, very boom. It's really, really good. This is a great coffee, and so different to the Kenyas of the last 2 weeks. So I know some of you are going to be complaining, this is like 4th African on the trot, man. Well, lots of you complain I don't give you any Africans, so now I've given you lots. But this one is so different to the Rwanda 3 weeks ago, the 2 Kenyas that we've had. This is so, so different, and this is the natural processing coming straight through. Oh, it's delicious. That is delicious. It's so good. I've been drinking this all the time I was in Kenya because I took one of each of the bags with me, and there we go, dropping the shutter while I'm talking. Thanks for dropping the shutter! But no, it's delicious. It's a great coffee, really good, lots of mouthfeel, very big. That boot polish is there. Like, I would love to hear from you if you get that boot polish. And it's not in a nasty way at all. It just gives you this real kind of body flavour. Right, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching me, as always. And do remember, life is too short for bad coffee.